Hello everyone, and thank you for watching my 248 video tutorial. In the previous lecture we have assembled this game object that is called Game Over Panel, and I can enable it and disable it by hitting this check mark in the inspector. Right now our Game Over Panel looks like this, and we would like to show it to the player when there are no more available moves on the game field, or we would like to show a somewhat different version of this panel if our player wins the game and gets to the 248 tile. So right now I'll go to our game manager and I will disable this panel for now. I will open MonoDevelop, and here in game manager we would like to get access to some of the UI features, so I will write using Unity Engine.ui, and I could have written a separate class for operating our Game Over panel, but I think that not to overcomplicate, I will just add this functionality to the game manager. So here I would like to write public text game over text and public text game over score text. And another component that I would like to have is an actual panel, so I will write public game object, and I'll call this one Game Over Panel. Now that we have added all these fields to our game manager class, I can go to File and hit Save, and go to Unity to establish the connection between our game objects. So I will go to Canvas to get to our game manager, and we can see that right now this new fields appeared. So there is Game Over Text, Game Over Score Text, and I'm going to just drag these game objects from our hierarchy view right into our game manager, and I'm going to drag the panel itself onto this Game Over Panel field. So now we have all our connections established, and I can go back to our MonoDevelop and we will create a simple method that will be called when the game is over. So I'm going to make this method private, void, and I'm going to call it Game Over. Why not? First we are going to modify our Game Over score text, so I'm going to write Game Over score text.text equals, and I'm going to access the actual score that we have right now, so I'm going to write score tracker instance score dot toString. So I'm getting the value of the current score from our score tracker, and it is an integer value, so I am converting it to string and displaying it as a text in our Game Over score text. And next thing that I should do is I should activate this panel. So I'm going to say Game Over Panel dot set active, and here in these parentheses I'm going to write true, so our Game Over panel will become active and visible to our player. And actually this is it, so I'm going to go to File and hit Save. And another thing that I forgot to do in Unity, so I'm going to return to Unity for a moment, and I will go to our Game Over panel, activate it once again, and actually I forgot to assign a method that will be called when we press this button called Continue. And not to overcomplicate, I will go to this onClick event, press Add, and I'm going to drag our canvas into this field, and I would like this button to do the same thing that our New Game button does. So when we press the button Continue, the new game will be started for us. So I'm going to go to this menu and locate our game manager, and here I would like to call our New Game button handler method. And that's it, so I'm going to switch back to MonoDevelop,